How's it going, everyone? If it's your first time visiting my channel, please hit the like and subscribe button if you do like this video. And if you're coming back, then welcome back to my channel. Anyway, we're looking at the Shark cordless upright vacuum cleaner, which I've actually bought for myself to replace my old Dyson DC33 stubborn that I've got. So this is a cordless unit, so I'm going to do a quick unboxing and looking at how it puts together and how it performs on carpet and tiles, because I've got a lot of tiles floors in my house. So stay tuned. Alright, so now on the front of the box, it tells you kind of the basic information you need to know about the thing if you are picking it up in store. So now this thing does come with a 5-year guarantee, and the battery itself comes with a separate 2-year guarantee, but you have to register them both separately once you actually get them. There's little QR codes on the back of the products where you can register it and claim your warranty, so make sure you do that, otherwise they'll just come with the bog standard, like I think it's 1-year guarantee that it kind of comes with from in store. So, you know, this is the anti-hair wrap version as well. So that means it's got these little fins and combs that kind of get rid of the hair. So how well that kind of goes will depend on, you know, the test that I do. This is the blue version. So it's called the ICZ160 UK. So the difference between this version and the PET version is the PET version actually comes with a brush tool, like a motorized brush tool, but you can actually buy that separately for this one. Now, when I bought this one, it was on like a Boxing Day special, so it actually worked out cheaper to buy this one and the brush tool separately, and you basically got the same thing then, because that's the only difference between them other than the color, because that's blue. This one's blue and the PET one is red. Okay, so on the side there, it kind of tells you a bit more about that, you know, how the anti-hair wrap kind of works. You've got the two brushes there, you've got the microfiber one and the bristle one there at the back, and then it just tells you a bit exactly the same stuff on the other side. And then here it kind of tells you about the upright, the hand stick mode and the handheld mode that you can do with it there. So I'm going to do a quick unboxing of this and see what we get in the packaging. Okay, now here is everything. Once you've taken it all out of the box and unwrapped it, this is everything you get in that box. So the first thing we'll start with is the quick start guide. So you get that to tell you, how to assemble the whole thing, what accessories you should get and what you should check in case anything's missing, and how to charge the battery as well. That's all there for you, and you've got the more in-depth guide there as well to tell you how to clean the thing and for further maintenance, all that kind of stuff you've got there. We'll go to the battery now. So you actually get one battery inside it. So it's quite a weighty battery. That's probably going to be the heaviest part of the whole vacuum, because this bit is actually fairly light. So you get one battery, which they say is good for about 50 minutes worth of run time, or 16 minutes fully on boost, which you're only going to really need to use boost if you've got a bit of stubborn dirt that you can't get rid of. But it does actually go into boost mode when you use the lift away feature, or you're using one of the tools. So that's something to bear in mind as well. So that will kill your battery. Now I do recommend going for an additional battery if you have got quite a big house and you want to do the whole thing in one go. You probably will need 2 batteries. The good thing is about the Sharks is you've got removable batteries, so you can just replace them. Remember to bear in mind that this has got a 2-year guarantee, this battery. You just need to scan that QR code on the back of the battery to register it at your account. And you also get the charger as well. So this is just a mains powered charger. You just got to plug it in, and then you just use the dock here, and then you just snap it in there. Dead easy. So that's pretty cool that you get that with it as well. You can just put it on your utility room or whatever. And what else have we got now? You've got the accessories here. You've got the wide upholstery brush, which has got some like nice kind of microfiber kind of feeling texture on it to the bottom there, so it gives the upholstery a brush while it's doing it. You get a crevice tool. Now unfortunately this crevice tool doesn't have like a slide-in brush option. They actually sell that separately, which is a bit crap, I think, because most vacuum cleaners come with the brush already with it. You have to buy it separately for this model, which is a bit crap. But that's something to bear in mind. You can get it though. But they do give you a wide dusting brush, which is, the bristles on it are quite kind of stiff, but not too stiff, so not going to like damage anything. But you can dust with that as well, and it's rotatable. You can move it side to side to give you help in like a weird angle or something like that. So you do get that with it, which is pretty cool. And what they do also give you is this, which is a short kind of carry bag for your accessories. You can just open this thing up, you know, walk around your house like some kind of 80s housewife, throw it around your shoulder and look like a bit of a dork. But you do get that. Now, the reason you might think that's pretty cool, but it's not actually that cool, because the reason why they give you that is because on this particular vacuum there is no onboard storage for your tools whatsoever, which is a bit of a pain. Now, on their wired versions they do have onboard tool storage, but on the cordless one you don't have any onboard tool storage, which I think is a bit of a massive oversight, to be honest, because it's just a bit annoying. You're not going to be carrying around that everywhere. So maybe a solution would be to get one of them fanny packs, put all your stuff in there, walk around the house while you do your cleaning. But anyway, that's one thing you got there. So here's the pipe as well. So this is the main pipe, which kind of attaches onto your your actual body here. So this is the actual main brush head here. So as you can see, you've got the anti-wrap roller with the brush and bristles there, and you've got this kind of soft microfiber plush roller. It feels really nice, actually. It feels like a TY Beanie Baby, but that's really smart. And you've got the kind of brush section there at the bottom as well. And on the front, you've got some headlights. So you've got 6 LEDs, 3 on the left, 3 on the right, which light up as you brush as you vacuum in as well. And you've got there on the side, you've got the ejection roller button if you ever want to release the roller to clean it or whatever you want to do. But that's, and you've got the wheels here with kind of like a rubber kind of wheels on it there, to keep it gliding along. And very kind of simple stuff, but it looks really smart. You've got the push section there where you actually put your foot on it to kind of knock it back. So that's there with it as well. And I think that's a jam LED in case it ever gets jammed or something like that. But you get that with it as well. This is the main hose pipe. So on there you've got a handle, which has got a nice rubbery grip, very nice feeling. It feels like it's going to stand the test of time and keep going and not going to fall off or anything like that, the rubber. And on the top there you have got a boost, carpet, hard floor and your power button as well. So obviously if you're putting it, the low power mode is set by default, which is just whenever you press the carpet or floor, whichever option you pick with that. And then the boost brings up the suction power, but you have to press and hold it from what I've read to actually use that boost. And obviously you got your power on and off button there, and they're all backlit LED, which is pretty nice. You don't need such a long hose with this thing, so that's pretty cool, because obviously the main unit lifts away, and obviously you got your hose release button there. And it does feel like a good quality as well. I mean, it's plastic, but it feels like quite a decent, solid, long-lasting plastic anyway. Okay, now here we have the main motorized bin unit here. So obviously that's your bin there. Now it's only a small bin. It says I think 0.6 litres or something like that capacity, so it's not that big. If you're doing the whole house, I don't know, depends how dusty it is, or if you've got pets or something like that and you are got a lot of stuff going on, then you might have to empty it halfway through. If not, and you've got mainly hard floors or something, or not much dust, then no pets, then you might be all right getting away with one. But it is quite a small bin, but it's quite lightweight as well. The whole unit, I think once it's all built up, only weighs at around 5.5 kilograms if I'm not mistaken. But you get that with it there, and your filters there as well, which it actually says, which is quite nice here, clean filters monthly. So that's nice that they give you there, and you can just take that filter out and give it a quick clean. So that's pretty cool. And then you have your hose connection there. That's where your battery pops in, just there at the top. You can also charge this here directly, your battery, while it's plugged into the unit. So you can either have it charging on the dock there, or you can charge while it's plugged into the unit, which is quite a cool thing, but you only actually get one plug. So if you bought 2 batteries, for example, you could have one charging there and one charging here, but you would have to buy an additional plug to kind of obviously charge them both together at the same time. Something to bear in mind there as well. So here also on the top here, you've got a pull to access HEPA filter as well, which you need to clean once a year. So that's something to bear in mind. So what you want to do is just kind of pull on this button here, pull the main bin away there. and then you just got to give this a pull. Now initially it might be difficult to actually take out, but you need to give it a bit of a tug, and then the whole thing kind of comes out there. If it feels like it's going to break, just kind of keep pulling it, because when you first take it out it was quite stiff. I kind of struggled to kind of pull it out there. Then you can just put that back in there. So that's a once a year clean, and then here they say once every month clean on that there. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this together now. Okay, now these are the main parts you need to put the whole thing together. So what we'll do is you actually get this bit first, and it's very straightforward, to be honest. It's all plug and play. You get your main hose pipe there, and you simply slot that in there, and it will click as well to let you know it's actually in there. Once that's in, you get this bit here, which obviously is your handle, and you just kind of plug it in there. Again, you'll get a satisfying click to let you know it's in. This bit, again, this is obviously your main unit. Make sure all the tubs and bits and stuff are all closed. This bit, you just need to kind of throw it in there. You've got these little grooves here to kind of slot it into, so just make sure you look at that, and then that's where you kind of plug it in there. So you just need to plug it in, and it's in, dead easy, very cool. And then this, obviously, hose you've got dangling here, you need to get this clip here, and then clip that to the back of the pipe, so it's not obviously flailing around when you're vacuuming. And then you've got this section here, the hose release, and you simply just plug that into there. It's probably one of the most easiest vacuums I've ever set up there. Now once you've done that, obviously it's a power thing, you need to get your battery, and then simply flick it around there, get your battery, pull that lever up, slide it in, again, satisfying click, put the lever down, and it's ready to go. Okay, and I'm just going to show you all the different ways that you can use this thing, because there's quite a lot of options you've got here. So obviously here you've got your normal kind of upright mode where you just put your foot on it and you just kind of push it around as you do normally. Now that's what I like about this. Now, this is one of the only cordless vacuum cleaners which feels and acts like a normal upright. I didn't really like the cordless stick ones, because I feel the weight, having it lower down, feels better to kind of move around, and it's less strain on your forearm if you've got all the weight up top here like you do with stick vacuum cleaners, like obviously your Dyson, for example. So anyway, yeah, you got that, push that there, and you can kind of push it around there like that, dead easy and normal. And then another option you've got here, you've got a little trigger here, which you can pull, and then that kind of breaks that away from there. So you can kind of pull that off here, off its clip, and then you've got like a bit of a gun here which you can kind of shove on an accessory and do some upholstery or whatever else you want to do. And then again, you just kind of clip it back on there. So all of the release options for the device have got a blue kind of highlight to it. So you've got handle release that's got blue, and then you've got the one release here. So if you press that, then that takes the whole wand out, and again, you can use it a bit of a longer kind of thing and use that and throw it around and get some cobwebs, whatever you want to do. Then your other option here is your lift away feature, which you can press here, and then the thing obviously lifts away completely from that, and you can got this now. You can go around like a soldier or something. Imagine if you got kids, you go around with this, if you think like he's got a gun in his hand or something like that. But yeah, then you can go do your go over here. Obviously you can do what you want. It's dead easy, and this obviously by itself without that weighs a lot less as well. I'd probably say this weighs about, with the battery and stuff like that, maybe altogether about 4 kilos. The 1.5 is left in there, and then it's a bit easier to handle, which is great for if you're doing stairs. You could put get rid of the wand. So say for example, I'll just put this down here, chuck that back in there, throw this back in here. Right, I want to go do my car, I'll go take this, take that, go do my car. Or if you've got like your stairs, put the stair tool on, go like that in the stairs, really cool. And then if you want to put it all back together, simply slot it all back in there like that, clip that back in there, and you are good to go. And obviously you've got your buttons there and stuff like that as well. So I'm just going to turn it on now. This is the first time I'm powering it up, so I hope it works, to see what it kind of like, what these lights look like here. So here I go, and I'll put it on carpet, hard floor mode. Okay, looks very cool when it all lights up. And then I'll try it with the boost as well, to see what that looks like. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you know, what that looks like there. Now I'm going to be obviously using it for a few weeks before I show you where I'm up to with it and see how good it is. But yeah, next time you hear from me later on in the video, I would have used it for a few weeks. So here's the test that I've done. This is on my carpet now. We've got 2 lines of just some like coffee granules. So first I'll use the Shark on its low power mode. So it seems to have got rid of most of it, but there is still a bit of a dark patch there. So I'll go back over and give it another pass. And it's pretty much all gone, but I think I'm going to need to use the boost for the last bit of it there. So this is using the Dyson DC33 vacuum on carpet mode. And you can tell straight away there with one pass that it couldn't clean up most of it. Okay, so here we have some coffee granules on tile, and this is on in the middle of the grout, which can be hard to pick up. So I'm just going to try it on hard floor mode on normal. So with one pass, it's got rid of most of it. So let's get rid of the put on boost. And it's all gone. Okay, this is the same test again with the Dyson DC33 in hard floor mode. We've kind of picked up most of it, which is good. A little tiny bit left there. Alright guys, so I've used the Shark for about 2 weeks now as my main vacuum around the house, replacing my old Dyson DC33. Now, first I'm going to go through the cons of this vacuum cleaner. Now, the first thing that's annoying that I've mentioned before is there's no onboard tool storage. So I found, you know, carrying around the 3 tools in the house is quite annoying, because sometimes I'd leave one in one room and then move on to a different room and then have to go back and get it, which was quite annoying. So that is one thing that was a bit of a pain. Annoying thing was the crevice tool didn't have a brush on it as well. So the dusting brush is quite wide, which doesn't really make it ideal for doing on top of the side skirts, skirting boards, you know, where the your stairs are and stuff like that. It's a bit too wide, so it kind of hits the wall and it scrapes it, whereas if you had a crevice tool with a dusting brush, you wouldn't have that problem. So you have to buy that separately, and that's one of the things that was annoying as well. The battery life on a single battery is good enough for, I would probably say, a 3-bed house, depending on, you know, if you haven't got any pets or anything like that. On a because I got to about the 3rd bedroom and it ran out of battery, so I didn't have room for a 4th bedroom and another bathroom. So say if you've got a 3-bed house with a single bathroom, you'll probably be all right with a single battery, but you'd be pushing it. If you've got pets, you're probably less. So I would recommend you'd have to buy another battery if you do have that kind of a bigger house. You know, because obviously with mine, I ended up using another battery, but thankfully I bought 2. So I would recommend 2 just to give you that easy kind of leeway there. The bin, emptying the bin is really annoying. As you can see in the video, all the hairs get kind of tied up around that stem in the middle, and it means you have to actually touch the dirt yourself with your own hands to kind of pull it away and empty it properly. So that was quite annoying, you know, emptying the bin, because obviously you don't really want to touch the dirt, but you have to get it out properly, because all the hairs, because the anti-hair wrap system actually works really well, but it means there's a lot more hairs inside the bin, so it all kind of gets tangled up and tied around that interior stem. Don't really know why that's there, but it is, so you have to touch the dirt to empty the bin, so that's quite annoying. And the bin size is quite small, so I found it was big enough for our house, but we don't have any pets or anything like that. But I can imagine if you had pets, you would definitely need to probably empty the bin once, you know, while you're doing your vacuuming. So that's something to bear in mind. And another thing is the LEDs on the front, you can't actually turn them off. It would be good to have an option for you to turn the LEDs off in a situation where you're not really using them, just to save that little bit of extra battery life. So, you know, that's one thing to bear in mind. Now, those are the cons, but the pros definitely outweigh the cons in this particular thing. I think it was a really great vacuum, so it's really ergonomic and easy to use. I love the fact that you can pull it away, you know, use it for different situations. Making it slimline to go underneath furniture is an absolute boon. It's amazing, because we've got a lot of like furniture raised on legs, and to, you know, to just vacuum underneath that is brilliant. And that's one thing I do love. And the fact they can switch it into one mode and all that kind of stuff, that's brilliant, really good. The fact that the battery is removable, because on some cordless vacuums they're not, they're fixed in. So the removable battery is brilliant, and obviously once that one ran out, I could just swap it over for another one, and I've got another like, you know, 15 minutes worth of charge there, so that was really good. The suction strength is brilliant as well. Now, it is better than my old Dyson, which obviously it is quite old vacuum anyway, but it was better than that, and that's, you know, more than enough for what I need it for. If you had pets and stuff like that, loads of hairs and the thing, then I'm sure it would be fine. But it was really good suction strength, and the twin brush motor is brilliant as well. On my tiled floor, did a brilliant job with that small microfiber brush at the front, combined with the anti-hair wrap brush. It did a really, really good job. One thing to bear in mind is what else I found is if you've got any drops of water on the floor while you're vacuuming, the microfiber brush kind of picks it all up and kind of soaks it up, and then you end up just mopping everything. So you have to make sure that any hard floors you've got, or your batteries, for example, are completely dry before you use it. Otherwise, it's going to soak up that microfiber brush and it's going to mop it around everywhere. So yeah, the brushes and the suction strength is brilliant. Very lightweight as well. It doesn't feel heavy when you're carting it around, putting it up and down the stairs. Which is really good as well. Like I said, when you bring it away from the motor and you put it in lift away mode, it's only about 4 kilograms, something like that, and it makes it a lot easier to use. It's very good on high pile carpet as well. Now, my carpet is really thick, it's really high pile, and the Dysons, a lot of people do complain about the performance on high pile carpet. It creates such a good seal to the carpet that it makes it really hard to push. Which is the case on my Dyson, and the new ball one as well, which is people said the same thing. It makes it very hard to push on high pile carpet. This, I didn't have any of those issues. It still vacuumed really well, got really nice, you know, vacuum lines in the carpet through the brushes. It did it really well, but it was really easy to push on the high pile carpet. So that's one thing to bear in mind. Or if you have shag rugs, something like that, it'd be really good for that. The LEDs are very bright. They are really good. They work really well. I thought they were a bit of a gimmick at first, but to be honest, when you're actually using them and you're going underneath furniture with this thing, it actually makes it really good, really helpful to see where all the dirt is. So that's a really good thing. And of course, you've got a 5-year warranty with this bad boy as well, from Sharp Direct, and 2 years on the battery, which is really good as well, a really long warranty. So overall, I do recommend it. It's really good. I like it, and hopefully it will last me a long time. So anyway, hope you enjoyed my video and review. If you liked it, please drop a like and subscribe for future videos about home stuff. And click on the link in the description and the pinned comment if you want to know where to get it from and check out the current price. Thank you very much.